Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister Wives, is Kody Brown leaving the United States? I'm worried about his sweeping claims. Kody Brown, the patriarch of Sister Wives, has made generalizations about wanting to leave the United States that worry me. Is that relocation really taking place? Since Sister Wives debuted in 2010, Kody has displayed his polygamous lifestyle on TLC, yet his life today appears to be very different. In the early 1990s, Kody wed his original three wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown. Together, they had 13 children. But Robyn Brown joined the family in 2010 and brought her 3 children from a previous marriage. She later had 2 children of her own with Kody. With Kody's blatant partiality of Robyn, everything in the Brown household went badly wrong. Kody abandoned his previous 3 spouses because he was spending most of his time with his 4th wife, his soulmate. The disconnections were made worse by the COVID-19 pandemic, which caused Christine to leave Kody in 2021, Janelle in 2022, and Mary in 2023. The rest of the family is quite hostile toward Kody, and he is now left in monogamy with Robyn. Kody has expressed his desire to leave the United States as part of that arrangement. Kody has placed himself in a precarious situation. Over the years, Sister Wives viewers have widely attacked Kody for a number of reasons, and their contempt for him only grows. Since Robyn joined the family, I believe Kody has encouraged a lack of equality toward his wives, although he has continuously denied any wrongdoing. Kody has instead criticized his ex-wives for not living up to his expectations and for not being more like Robyn, who is obedient. Kody often rewrites history to support a narrative that presents him in a more favorable light and communicates by placing blame on others. Over the years, there have been financial disparities in the Brown household's allocation of property shares and the utilization of their pooled or shared funds. The way the Coyote Pass property was divided up and used made it clear that Kody and Robyn had put their interests first. In a desperate attempt to preserve the family, the Browns purchased a property in Coyote Pass in 2025, but it has since been sold. And they paid out Mary and Janelle, who had claims that remained after Christine sold hers to Kody for $10 years before. I've noticed that Kody continues to demonstrate his unwavering hostility by vocalizing his contempt, even though Mary, Janelle, and Christine have all moved further away from him and are seeking to sever all links. With the exception of Robyn, Kody has very poor or non-existent ties with nearly all of his children. This was made worse by the suicide death of Garrison Brown, the son of Kody and Janelle, in March 2024. Now that he is isolated and at odds with his entire original family, Kody must think of a different path to happiness. Kody declared his desire to relocate to Europe. The 19th season of Sister Wives was divided into 2 halves, each of which aired several months apart. The disintegration of Kody's relationships with his ex-partners occupied the first half of the season, while the Brown family's response to Garrison's death occupied the second half. After he became a monogamist in the tense new world he created, Kody discussed in the first section what he wanted his future to look like given his circumstances. In an interview, Kody talked about his aspirations to flee the country. Would anything be resolved if Kody moved to Europe? His words make it clear that Kody is looking for a new beginning and wants to reside in Europe. He thinks that by separating himself from all of America, he will have the opportunity to move on from his problems and start over in a new country. But in my mind, Kody would only be carrying his baggage. Kody has a famously difficult time letting go. Kody has other concerns, but it's feasible that essentially eating, praying, loving in Europe might help him cope with his grief, resentment, and complex existence in America. I can see that Kody is solely interested in himself, Robyn, and their nuclear family. Relocating to Europe would only serve to highlight this and might obliterate any opportunity he may have of mending his relationship with his kids, particularly in the wake of Garrison's death. Are Kody's dreams of Europe real? The Sister Wives Kody's desire to leave his life in the United States in search of a new environment in Europe is merely a wish. As Kody mentioned, he still has children with Robyn in school, and his connections with his other children also require a lot of care and healing. Kody's impractical wish to start over in Europe demonstrates to me his self-centered nature. Kody and Robyn recently purchased a brand new, $2.1 million home in Flagstaff, Arizona, in 2025, indicating that his plans to relocate to Europe were not logistically feasible. Evie, Maddie's daughter from Sister Wives, dances in recital despite having amputations. Photo. Maddie Brown Brush, star of Sister Wives, has returned with fresh information concerning her daughter, Evie. The 29-year-old mother has been keeping a journal of her life while raising her 4 children. Due to a birth defect, her daughter Evie had to have her limbs amputated. But Maddie treated her as if she were a typical youngster. As Evie took the stage to perform her recital, she even shared a moment of pride. See the cute pictures by reading on. What is Evie Padron's condition, Sister Wives? Fatco is a hereditary disease that Evie was born with. Because of that, one of her legs had to be amputated because her bones did not fully mature. As her daughter gets older, Maddie has also been improving her prosthetic leg. The Sister Wives star believes that Evie's disability causes her to view herself differently from other people, but in a positive way. She is proud of the resilient youngster Evie has grown into and isn't allowing her illness to stop her from leading the life she deserves. Despite having amputations, Evie, Maddie's daughter, dances in recital. Recently, Maddie Brown Brush posted pictures of her daughter Evie during her dance recital on Instagram. The Sister Wives star claims that Evie is finally able to display the fruits of her labor after practicing for an entire academic year. Maddie said her daughter's performance was amazing, but she did not post any recordings. In addition, Maddie remembered the moment she gave birth to her daughter and found out about her illness. She acknowledged that she had no idea how her life would turn out. Evie, however, is obviously leading a typical childhood. Evie's limb discrepancy hasn't prevented her from doing anything, Maddie continued. She's kind, she added. Fierce. Resilient. As sharp as a tack. And I'm always reminded of how fortunate we are to have her extra glitter in our lives as I watch her travel the world. Maddie also acknowledged that they have learned a lot from Evie's childhood, stating, "She taught us that parenthood becomes something wildly beautiful when you drop your ego and your expectations at the door. Simply fasten your seatbelt, embrace the journey, and love deeply." How is Maddie Brown doing today, Sister Wives? Maddie Brown Brush has been doing well as an ambassador for the pink drink brand that she and her mother, Janelle, have been supporting in addition to being a mother. Currently, the Sister Wives cast members serve as senior brand ambassadors. In addition, Maddie and her mother have been recording their garden effort. Many are also thrilled about Maddie's impending permanent move closer to her mother. This follows Janelle's announcement that she had finally started construction on her ideal home in North Carolina. A fan of Sister Wives Kody Brown in Idaho has issued a loud warning. Kody and Robyn Brown, stars of Sister Wives, have not been active on social media in quite some time. Fans only hear about them through Kody's cameo because his elder children from his ex-wives never post with him. Many individuals have accused Kody of distancing his elder children, particularly his daughter, Mykelti. Despite these comments, Kody continues to live his best life. He was even photographed in Idaho with Robyn, prompting some fans to issue a stern caution. Continue reading to see why. Sister Wives, was Kody Brown caught lying by fans? Kody's newest controversy was a social media thread in which he was accused of lying about his age. The cameo profile for the Sister Wives star shows that he is 42 years old. However, some supporters weren't having it. Others performed the math and learned Logan had recently turned 31, making it impossible for Kody to be 42. Others assume he's in his 50s. Many were surprised when Kody raised the price of his cameo from $149 to $200. Kody in Idaho, fans send a loud warning. Some Sister Wives followers talked about the recent sighting of Kody and Robyn Brown in Idaho. According to the OP, a friend of theirs on Facebook ran across Kody and Robyn. They snapped photos with them, and Kody is seen holding the camera for a quick group shot. However, the comment on the photo made many fans giggle, as the user cautioned the OP and the residents of Idaho to keep their daughters away, as Kody might be seeking for a new wife. Others insulted Kody and Robyn, claiming they wouldn't want to snap photos with the married couple. The OP also said in the comments area that Kody and Robyn supposedly attended a graduation in Idaho. Sister Wives, Kody Brown's plans and upcoming tell-all puzzles fans. Kody Brown is also raising questions about TLC synopsis for part 2 of the tell-all. According to the network, the Sister Wives star is preparing for a guy trip with Christine's husband, David Woolley. It's unclear why Kody wants to hang out with David. However, some fans believe he will try to discredit Christine in front of David. However, David's knowledgeable and mature personality would prevent this from working. Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown has made sweeping claims about wanting to leave the US that are concerning to me. So is that move actually happening? Kody has showcased his polygamist lifestyle on TLC since Sister Wives premiered in 2010, although his life looks vastly different now. Kody married his OG 3 wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown, in the early 90s, and they welcomed 13 children collectively. However, in 2010, Robyn Brown entered the family, and brought with her 3 kids from her previous marriage. She and Kody went on to have 2 kids of their own. Where things went horribly awry in the Brown family was with Kody's obvious favoritism of Robyn. Kody spent the majority of his time with his soulmate, 4th wife, and it caused him to abandon his first 3 wives in the process. The COVID-19 pandemic exacerbated the disconnections, and it led to Christine leaving Kody in 2021, Janelle in 2022, and Mary in 2023. Now, Kody is left in monogamy with Robyn, and there is a lot of animosity towards Kody from the rest of the family. Within that setup, Kody has stated he wants to move out of the US. Kody has put himself in a bad place. Kody has been widely criticized by Sister Wives viewers over the years for a variety of things, and disdain for him keeps growing. I think Kody has fostered a lack of equality towards his wives since Robyn entered the family, but he has consistently refused to acknowledge any wrongdoing. Instead, Kody has targeted his now ex-wives for failing to live up to his standards and failure to be more like Robyn, who is obedient. Kody's communication style is to blame others, and he frequently tends to rewrite history to serve a narrative that paints him better. There have been financial discrepancies over the years in terms of how shares of things were divided in the Brown household and how their shared/pooled money was spent. Kody has prioritized his and Robyn's interests, and that was ever apparent in how the Coyote Pass property was split up and used. In 2025, the Coyote Pass property the Browns bought together as a last-ditch effort to save the family, has been sold. And Mary and Janelle, who still had claims after Christine sold hers to Kody for $10 years prior, were paid out. Despite Mary, Janelle, and Christine all moving farther away from Kody and looking to cut ties completely, I've noticed that Kody's still proving that he has unrelenting animosity, as he vocalizes his disdain. Kody also has very poor or non-existent relationships with almost all of his children except for Robyn's, and that was compounded by Kody and Janelle's son, Garrison Brown's passing by suicide in March 2024. Kody is on an island now, and at odds with his whole OG family, leaving him to consider an alternative route to happiness. Kody stated he wants to move to Europe. Sister Wives Season 19 was split into 2 parts, with each half of the season airing a few months apart. The first half of the season was focused on the breakdown of Kody's relationships with his exes, while the second half was about how the Brown family handled Garrison's passing. In the first part, Kody spoke about how he wanted his future to look, given his circumstances, after becoming a monogamist in the tense new world he built. Speaking during an interview, Kody explained his international escape dreams. Kody said he wanted to leave the United States altogether. While some fans believed this was hyperbole or drama for TV, others thought he might actually do it. Kody expressed a desire to live a more anonymous life, in a place where no one knows who he is. He talked about being tired of judgment, accusations, and the ongoing tension with his ex-wives and children. Kody's hope, as he said, was to escape the noise of his past and find clarity elsewhere, specifically in Europe. Would Kody moving to Europe solve anything? It's apparent from his statements that Kody wants a fresh start, and that Europe is where he'd like to settle. He believes removing himself from the whole of America would afford him the chance to leave behind what's troubling him and begin again with a fresh slate abroad. However, I envision Kody would just be bringing his baggage with him. Kody is notoriously bad at letting things go. It's possible that Kody could find relief from his sorrow, resentment, and complicated life in America by essentially eating, praying, loving in Europe, but he has other considerations. Kody has children still in school, and Robyn, as viewers have seen, is not someone who would be quick to leave her home or community behind. She's deeply rooted in Flagstaff, where she finally